Oh, y'all, it has been so long, family. Bring it in, bring it in. Yes. Welcome back to the Jump Off. It's been so long, y'all. I had to get comfortable. We got a lot. Ooh, child, a lot to talk about this season. I know 2020 has been difficult for everybody in some way, shape, or form, but I'm going on record and I will say for myself, 2020 has actually been one of my best years to date. I know that sounds crazy. A lot has happened that has allowed me to learn and grow from. I thought about it. How did I usher in 2020? Well, December 31st, 2019, all that I did was a boxing workout with my trainer at like 10 o'clock at night, and then I went home and slept because I was working so much. So I really didn't do anything extravagant to bring in 2020. And I think because I brought 2020 in working out, it worked out for me. I'm just gonna claim that. Okay. The year already started out super hectic. I had to find a new place, definitely an upgrade from any place that I've ever lived. I had a lot to do for Black History Month at work, so there was so much on my plate. Anyway, it was just so hectic. It was like a whirlwind. And then COVID hit. COVID hit me. I caught that. I did lose my job because of COVID, but you know what they say, when you slam one door shut, another one pops open. I was on my way out anyway. I was about to quit. But same day that I lost my job, I booked my very first national commercial. Okay? It was a Facebook commercial. You may or may not have seen it. Probably not. But it's out there. So to me, that was just, it was like an affirmation of, it's gonna be okay. Like, yeah, I lost a job, but there's so many other opportunities out there. And that's not even the job that I wanted for the rest of my life. And it was a super dope job, but gotta move on, okay? Dreams, you gotta keep climbing. Things actually started to pop off in my favor during this pandemic. Crazy, I know, but there's just been so many things that I've been able to learn from. Then we got into the protests and the Black Lives Matter and the election, and I started to feel like I was drowning. And I know me making these videos, people will come to me and ask me to make videos about certain things or to discuss with them certain topics because I open up the floor for that, and that's what I want. I feel a need, and I put this pressure on myself to make these videos. So then it's not about me, it's about other people. So then I was at the mercy of other people's feet, trying to keep up and trying to please everybody. Doing all of that, I forsaked myself and I drowned, literally, well, figuratively, and literally in my thoughts. So when I initially went on the social media break, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this for a month. And then in the beginning, I felt myself being like, okay, I can't wait till this month is over so I can get back on social media. Then the month mark hit, and I was like, you know what, I'll give it a couple more days. And then I watched Euphoria. I was already in the sunken place, but it unlocked this like deeper level mentally for me into this like creative place that I've never been. And it was so weird, kind of like this mind shift. Like, it took me on this journey that I didn't even know how to cope with. And if you were talking to me or interacting with me at that time, I was weird to me, and I know I was weird to the outside world and to whoever was talking to me. But I appreciate it so much because now I look at stuff so differently. Because the show spoke to like addiction and like depression and things that I deal with, it tapped into this chord in me and it hit a vein, and the vein like burst, and I didn't know what was happening. But that show really just like birthed a new Janice. Okay, so then I got cast in this web series with my friends, and it allowed the side of me that I felt like I couldn't let breathe get some breath. In the show, it's not that bad, but now it's like I'm battling these two different personalities that are so opposite. So that's an episode there. And then like I backslid and lost a little bit of my spirituality. That's an episode there. Realizing that code switching like has taken over my life and has caused me to live on E. That's an episode. And then y'all, I tried to be for the streets. I tried to have a whole phase out here, but the streets didn't want me. You know how much of a blow to an ego that is if the streets don't even want you? I'm still trying to process the lesson there with that. I tried, got back on the Tinder, and I know what that's for. Anyway, so you see, we have a lot to talk about this season. And of course, I'm gonna bring in my guests. Y'all know I have some crazy friends. I don't even call them crazy, but I want to take you behind the scenes of the web series because that was so interesting, so funny. My traveling, coming up with a new YouTube show. There's so much going on in my mind, and I can't wait to share it all with you. So be sure to subscribe, like, whatever they say, so you can keep up with this season, and then also check out all my other projects. I'll be promoting those throughout the show. I'm so excited to be back. Y'all know what it is. It's the Jump Off. And that's a cut.